Welcome. Today is November 5th. It's a Thursday. We're almost done with the week. This is a video for those individuals absent or that are in need of additional assistance. We are in unit rates for the next 2 weeks, so this week and next week. So this is just kind of expanding on what we know about unit rates so far. So to start with our self-start, first one says, Lydia spent $57.50 on 5 pizzas for her party. How much did she spend per pizza? So I'm looking at the wording because that's what we practiced yesterday. And I see spend, per means divide, and then pizza. So I'm going to type in my calculator what she spent first, 57.50. And I'm going to divide that by 5. Wow, that's really bad, but that's okay. 57.50 divided by 5 is going to give me an answer of 11.5. That means she spent $11.50 per pizza. So I'm just going to label it because I think that will also help me get it right. So I'm going to try to do it the best I can. There we go. Daxton can eat 3 pounds of chocolate in 3/4 of an hour. How many hours does it take him to eat 1 pound? Watch the wording on this one because this says how many hours before the pounds. So in this case, I'm not going to just do 3 divided by 3/4. I'm going to do 3/4, which is the hours, divided by the pounds, which is 3. So I'm going to do 3 ABC 4 divided by 3 and get an answer of 1/4. So how many hours does it take him to eat 1 pound? It takes 1/4 of an hour. Mr. Lee ran 1/2 mile in 4 minutes. How far did he run per minute? How far, that's going to be your miles. Per means divide, and then your minutes. So I'm going to do 1/2 divided by 4, which is the minutes. 1 ABC 2 divided by 4 gives me 1/8. So he can do 1/8 of a mile per minute. There, I'll just abbreviate it. Okay, let's move that down here. Quaid can floss 300 times in 12/5 of a minute. Ian can floss 200 times in 4/3 of a minute. Who can floss more times per minute? So I look at the question. It says floss per minute. So that's going to tell me how to set it up. So let's start with Quaid. So I'm going to do 300 divided by 12/5. So 300 divided by 12, ABC 5, gives me an answer of 125. So you can do 125 flosses per minute. So that's for Quaid. Ian can do 200. So I'm going to do 200 divided by 4/3. 200 divided by 4, ABC 3, gives me an answer of 150 per minute. Who can floss more times per minute? Well, 125 versus 150, so Ian would win. There you go. There's your deep thought for the day. You're welcome to pause and read. As far as information goes, you now have 8 days left, so a week from tomorrow, to get in late work. That date does not change even if you are absent or in quarantine because you can still submit things online to your teacher. So time's counting down. You better hurry and get it done. Your first feedback on unit rates will also be tomorrow. You just need to be able to solve unit rates per 1. So similar to what you did for your self-start today. For today, we've done the self-start, and we're going to be using unit rates to scale up. So what I mean by scaling up is finding more than just 1. So there's 2 ways to do this. You could first off find a unit rate then multiply by the number of items, or you could set the problem up as a ratio. So I'm going to walk you through how to do both ways. So the first one says Mr. Teal, or it cost Mr. Teal $4.20 to buy 12 sodas. How much will it cost me to buy 21 sodas? So first, find a unit rate of cost per soda. So that would be $4.20 divided by the number of sodas, which is 12. When I type that into my calculator, I get an answer of 0.35. So it's 35 cents for each can. So I'll just say per soda. So the next step is to use that unit rate to find multiple of that item. So we're going to take that 0.35 and now we're going to multiply by how many sodas I want to buy, which is 21. So I would do my unit rate, which is 35 cents, times 21, and that's going to give me an answer of $7.35. So for 12 sodas, it was $4.20, which makes it 35 cents per soda. For 21 sodas, it's going to cost me $7.35. So that's the first way you could do it. Option 2, you could set it up as a ratio. So, because it says cost and then sodas, I'm going to put the $4.20 on top and then the 12 sodas on the bottom. So $4.20, 12 sodas. And I'm going to put that equal to something because we don't know how much it's going to cost for 21 sodas. So I put the cost on the top of my ratios and I put the number of sodas on the bottom. So I'm going to multiply numbers that are diagonal. So I'm going to do 4.20 times 21. And then I'm going to divide by 12. And that's going to give me an answer for my x. So when I do all that, 420 times 21 divided by 12, I get an answer of $7.35. So you'll notice that regardless of which way I do it, I get an answer of $7.35. So you choose which way makes the most sense. If the ratio makes the most sense because that's what you've done since last year, then go for it. If it makes more sense to find a unit rate and then multiply by the number of items, then that's okay too. So, Alyssa's family is going on vacation and books a room in a hotel. It costs her family $600 for a 3-night stay. How much will it cost for 7 nights? So first off, I can find a unit rate. So how much, that's my money, comes before nights. So I'm going to do 600 divided by 3. That's what it's going to tell me for per night. So it's going to cost me $200 per night. If I get my mouse to work. And then I can take that amount, so the $200 per night, and multiply it by the 7 nights that I want to stay, which is going to give me $1,400. So it's going to cost me cost Alyssa's family $1,400 for 7 nights. If you set this up as a ratio, we would do 600 over 3 is equal to x over 7. So again, on top of my ratios is the cost. On the bottom is the number of nights. I can do 600 times 7, which is 4,200. Then I'm going to divide it by 3, and that's going to give me my x. So my x will come out to be the same, 1,400. A clothing store makes $54 when they sell 9 pairs of pants. What will the store make if they sell 13? Well, if I find a unit rate, I'm looking for how much will the store make, so that's money, before pants. So it would be 54 divided by 9, which gives me an answer of 6. So $6 per pair. And then I want to do that $6 times by the number of items, which is 13. And that is going to give me an answer, 6 times 13, of 78. So if they sell 13 pairs of pants, they'll make $78. If you set it up as a ratio, you would have your cost over your pants, so 54 over 9 equals something over 13. You would multiply the numbers that are diagonal, so 54 times 13, and then divide it by the 9, and you end up with an answer for X of 78. Dalton is having a barbecue. The store sells 6 pounds of steak for $57. At this rate, how much would it cost Dalton for 2.5 pounds of steak? So again, I can do, see, how much would it cost? That's money, so the cost before the steak for the question. So how much? So let's see, 57 divided by 6 equals X over 2.5. I'm going to multiply numbers that are diagonal. So 57 times 2 ABC 1, ABC 2, and then divide it by 6. And that's going to give me an answer of 23 3/4. So now how much would it cost? $23 3/4 of a dollar, which if you turn into a decimal would end up being $23.75. Or you could do a unit rate. So do 57 divided by 6, which gives me an answer of 9.5 or $9.50 per pound. And then times that by 2.5. And you would get an answer of 23 3/4, which is the same as $23.75. Last one. Oakley gets her first car when she turns 16. Her mom tells her she can drive 225.5 miles on 13.5 gallons of gas. How many miles can she drive on 2 2/5 gallons of gas? So again, how many miles comes before the gas? So the miles would be 225.5. I'm going to divide that by 13.5. 225.5 divided by 13, ABC1, ABC2. And then I'm going to multiply that by 2, ABC2, ABC5. So I get a really long decimal on this. So it's 40.0888888 repeating. So I'm just going to say it is just 40 miles, and that's good enough. If you have any questions, let your teacher know. Get a hold of them. Make sure you get that late work turned in. Time's running out. Have a great day. Miss you. Hopefully we'll see you guys soon.